Hi guys, I'm Brian McAvera and usually I'm a playwright. Now we're always being told that the Troubles have ended, and as someone who actually lived through them, the living room was, I suppose, the oasis, the place of safety. And now that in theory they've finished, it seems to me that maybe we should actually start reflecting on what actually happened and actually try and understand the mindsets of the people who created the problems. Now, I used to write poetry and publish it a long time ago. Then I became a political playwright. But people don't actually want political plays any longer, so I thought maybe the best mode was to go back to the poetry. So these are dramatic monologues. There are two of them. One is from the point of view of a paramilitary killer, and the other is from the point of view of a victim. They're from a much longer sequence called A Mirror to the North, aka Northern Exposure. The first one is called No Matter. No, Charlie. No matter. I look around, feet planted firmly on the damp earth. I take soundings in the disturbed silence as the lacquered sheen of a magpie parliament glints in the startled air. Nothing. No one. No. No matter, Charlie. Go ahead. In the thickening sunshine, blood flows like honey. Already matted hair and the sweetly sour scent attract a warm burr and buzz. A warm flower opens its apertures. A ripe seed pod disposes torn flesh towards a thirsty sun. A slight disturbance of the occipital area. Our eyes meet. Always nervous is Charlie. I know he wants to. He knows that I dislike the unprofessional displacement of excess ligature, muscle and bone shard. I know it. No, Charlie. No matter. I look around. On the ground, my mind's eyes firmly measured her shallow coffin, excavated the peaty, orchid-covered mound of springy bog, and closed the shitting eyes. A shadow flecks the corner of my eye. I know that Charlie has now knelt down. A fly hums the marriage rites of Figaro. The slight disturbance has grown, expanding inwards, then splintering outwards. That unlined, silken forehead floats briefly upwards, spewing its innards, outwards, then drifts downwards into anonymity. He digs, neatly, splicing the sods. I watch, carefully. We always were in the lap of the gods. From the point of view of the victim now, the Reverend. That morning, as usual, we had said prayers at breakfast, a weekend like any other. Off he went into the city centre, raring to go. Shops, friends, perhaps in his mind a possible girlfriend, a missionary zeal from a convert to hope. When the telephone rang, I hesitated. One fears the worst. When I got to the mortuary, I could see, laid out on a slab, the body of a boy. I looked for his fair hair. Relief. The boy's hair was dark. But then I thought, a bomb and a boy are combustible. The hair was burnt black, and the flesh on his face charred like charcoal. It's not Stephen. But I looked again, seeing a shirt that was similar to what he wore as he left the house. But it was burnt and brittle like a feathering of ash. His belt, he had a scout's belt into which he had put a row of silver studs. In its place were bits of leather and melted metal. He was very clothes conscious. I wanted to be sure, absolutely sure. His mother, my wife, our companion in God's work, could not be left in doubt. I wanted to be absolutely sure, so I asked one of the mortuary men, would he look in the pocket? There was a box of matches. Stephen had fooled me the night before with trick matches, but there was no label in the box. I had to be sure, one hopes. Had anyone a box of safety matches? The police were wonderful. Didn't one go into the street, find a passerby, and return with a box? I struck one. It lit. Then I tried the other box. It didn't. Then I knew. It was Stephen. No tears. I must not cry. I must control myself. I offer God's blessing to all around, then leave for the steely journey home to tell my Doris that her only son will never again smile and grin, fail to finish his homework, sing in the choir or sit through evensong. And I wonder, for a moment, does God exist? And if he does, how can he forgive those who murdered my son, who coldly and calmly planted a bomb intent on maiming and butchering the innocent? I still wonder.